Manchester United have agreed the fee for a Frenkie De Jong alternative either for you, and a story coming in from Arnautovic, all from Italy, that this deal is going to be hard for United to make. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. Remember, we are on to the mark or the journey of really hitting 10,000 subscribers, and we have to close to 5,000. So guys, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a day. Rokan David is my name, and as usual we are here to discuss things concerning Manchester United strictly. Now there is something I first want to chip in before I really go into these stories in the for you of Adrian Rabiot, in the for you Frenkie De Jong and very many others, because one, I posted something about on my Facebook page under my Twitter handle, and I've seen people come out and really give me different reactions for you. But there is this man that has really shocked me. When I really ended that post, I put up this, that yesterday's performance confirmed what Roy Keane said last season when United was battling every game, that Leopards don't change their sports either for you. So these players were putting up smiles in the pre-season training, but they can't really match the levels of what United is calling for. I have now come to believe that these players might be giving their all. That might be their ceiling, by the way. We might be here saying that, oh, these players are not giving enough for the club. That might be their ceiling. I really believe that if at all they had more to add to their limitations in the game, they would have done it. You get? But those are their levels. Their levels are limited. We need to get in better quality players. And this person is telling me that this person replied and told me that Roy Keane failed. Why is he advising us? I told him he's the most decorated captain of Manchester United, and he is the best person to come in and really tell us what United should be like. Obviously, I really like it when all the OBs who are really working in media of Manchester United are hitting at the Glazers and this club not being competitive. And obviously the problem is the board. That's it. The Glazers, especially because they don't want to spend money. You get? So I really told him that Roy Keane is in a better position to comment because he's the most decorated captain of Manchester United. He won how many Premier League trophies? He won Champions League. He won EFA Cups. And therefore, so I really believe that no one has the right to come in and really tell Roy Keane not to really say anything in here for you. So smash the like button, guys, comment and share, as today we've been bombarded by news coming in from David Austin and Samuel Lucas from Manchester Evening News. Remember yesterday people were shocked about that Arnautovic story, and today, as I told you when I was doing that after match reaction when he lost to Brighton by 2-0, I told you that United are really going to go in for very many players this week. A statement has to be made. That's it. And guess what? David Austin has put this out onto his Twitter handle, telling us exclusive: Man United working on a deal to sign Adrian Rabiot from Juventus. Man United must decide if they proceed irrespective of ongoing De Jong pursuit, or await outcome of that before deciding. 27-year-old France international midfielder has 1 year left on his contract in there for you. So United going in for Adrian Rabiot, to me, I would believe that he's better than what we've got. You know, people will come out and say, we don't want Adrian Rabiot, we don't want him. But ask yourself, if he was in the midfield of United today, playing as a CDM, do you think would have been got exposed as we exposed? So sometimes I really believe that we should accept where we are. You get? We a big club, we have the money, but can we attract good players as we used to attract? No. The only positive we have on the team that can attract good players is the manager, Erik ten Hag. You get? So you want United to go in and wait until they get in Frenkie De Jong to get us better? What if he comes in at 1st September? I showed you the games we're supposed to play. Close to more 4-5 games. You get? You get more 3-4 games we are going to play. So if you're playing more 4 games without Frenkie De Jong, and you're having Liverpool, you're having Leicester City, you're having Brentford in those games, in those matches, do you think it's safe all wise to really wait until Frenkie De Jong comes in through. And secondly, what if he doesn't come in through and you close the window without any player? Rabiot is better than Freddie and Scott McTominay. That's it. He's better. He's better. Leave alone the stats or what, but the talent. The talent, when it comes to really doing the hold-up play in that midfield and shielding the back four, he'll do it better than these people. He'll do it. He'll do it. That's it. People say Tielemans in there for you, but ask yourself, does Tielemans want to come to Manchester United? Tielemans wants to come to Arsenal. Ruben Neves is going for 60, 70 million pounds. You get? You get? And if at all United is still in the pursuit of Frenkie De Jong, there is no way they are going to get near the deal of pursuing Ruben Neves. So let's wait and see where this deal is really going to end in the for you. Now, Samuel Lucas has told us breaking. Manchester United have agreed a fee in principle with Juventus for midfielder Adrian Rabiot, but have to negotiate personal terms with the player's agent, that is his mother, in there for you. So this deal is going to be done. I told you yesterday that if United doesn't do any deal by Wednesday, especially as far as the midfield is concerned, then the responsibility will be up to them. They'll hold the responsibility onto this. Some will come in and say that is a stopgap signing, a sign-stop signing, a sign-gap signing. But trust me, if you tell me on any day, Rabiot, Freddie McTominay, Fred and Scott McTominay, choose one, I go with Rabiot on any day because he's better than them. He's press resistant, he's going to get that ball and pass it through the central axis. That's it. And the levels at which we've dropped, you don't expect us to go high at once. People are expecting miracles right now. No miracle should be expected. So these upgrades should be going on season after season. Except Rabiot is an upgrade on Scott McTominay and Freddie. Yeah, though not yet to the level of players that we want, obviously. But ask yourself, can he really be an anchorman or a CDM or a pivot into that midfield? Yes, he can. For starters, he can. People will say, why doesn't he go in for Sangare? I really believe that most of us knew Sangare after he was linked to us. We are not watching PSV games, and Erik ten Hag was watching Sangare game in, game out. He was following the LDVZ, and most especially, he was watching every game that PSV were playing because they were his #1 competitors. They are on his tire game in, game out. So that's why I really believe that Erik ten Hag knows Sangare better. If at all he's going in for Rabiot, let's chill this. Let's get this and see how this player comes in through. And I'm here waiting to see how everything is going to come in through. But a fee has been agreed in principle with Juventus, but United has to agree personal terms with Rabiot. I think Rabiot is going to be a United player by the end of today or tomorrow. That's it. That deal is happening. Then we've been told by Samuel Lucas about how hard the mother of this guy is, and she might be because the mother of Rabiot is his agent. Sources say Rabiot's mother, Veronique, is only a stumbling block as United have to agree satisfactory personal terms. Obviously, the mother is really so much a person who is in there for his son and really protective and really makes it hard every time. She wants to be at the forefront. She wants to be given. She wants to make requests, and those requests have to be really accepted. But right now, we're in a desperate situation. That's it. We are going to accept everything. And I think this was caused by us not really deciding on the future of our next manager early enough. I really believe even the Champions League is costing us. Not being the Champions League, it makes it hard for certain players to decide in your favor. I really believe that Darwin Núñez would have liked to come to Manchester United, but we're not in the Champions League. And secondly, there was a Ronaldo stumbling block. He wouldn't come. He wouldn't come. You get, because at Liverpool, he was given a green light. He knew that he's going to be the centre forward. Sadio Mane is leaving, and you're having Mohamed Salah and Diaz playing wide, and you're going to play central. It was written all over the wall. But this time around, he couldn't come to United. So I think let's accept the situation where we're in. Let's accept it, and let's give this manager time. And every player I see we are bringing on is better than what we've got. Malacia is an upgrade on Luke Shaw. Lisandro Martinez is an upgrade on what we have. Because in the modern game, every manager wants to play a left-footed central defender on the left side of the central defense. That's the modern way of playing the game. Look at Eriksson is better than what we've got. So trust me, every player Erik ten Hag is bringing at Manchester United is better, is an upgrade of what we are having right about now at Manchester United in there for you. Then we are told by Samuel Lucas that the Manchester Evening News understands there was an acceptance at United late last week. They had to pursue alternative midfielders to Frenkie De Jong, despite agreeing an 85 million fee with Barcelona last month in there for you. Obviously, this was what very many United fans were really craving for, that let's go in for someone else who is not Frenkie De Jong in there for you. But he has told us that United have not ended the pursuit of Frenkie De Jong, but club sources said 4 back targets were being kept warm as a deal for Frenkie De Jong is in balance. Obviously, the deal of Frenkie De Jong is in balance because it looks like there are very many stumbling blocks in this deal, and we don't know whether it will come to materialization. So I think let's not really offer out another 3 points to Brentford by not bringing in a player like Rabiot to come in and really act as a plaster on the wound, because we know he's not the real healer. Yes, this is not going to be a surgical operation. We are just plastering the wound with him, obviously, because we know he can at least be an upgrade of Freddie and Scott McTominay in that midfield. Obviously, as really waiting to see whether by the 1st of September, Frenkie De Jong would have agreed to come to Manchester United in that for you. But this is another glimmer of hope for me that United have not ended the pursuit of Frenkie De Jong. They're just wanting to go in for a cheaper option in there for you, and then to see whether Frenkie De Jong will come to Manchester United, and they keep pushing that for you. But my only way I'm going to come here and film is when we bring in Rabiot, and we don't bring in another central defensive midfielder. If at all we don't bring in Frenkie De Jong. As I told you that we not only need Frenkie De Jong, we need a CDM. And if at all bring in Rabiot at United, to me it's okay. It's okay, provided if Frenkie De Jong is coming in, or if at all we miss out on Frenkie De Jong, we go in for another central defensive midfielder, because in the attacking areas of the midfield, especially centrally, we are really having plenty. Eriksson, Danny Van Beek, and Bruno Fernandes. We are having plenty in there for you, but let's wait and see how this is going to manifest in there for you, because United are desperate and they are in here for a player who, to me, I really believe that he's really good for us, especially when you compare him with what we have. He's better than Scott McTominay and Freddie, and on a day, I would play him, you get, ahead of them, you get. So the possibility of joining the Premier League has always applied to Rabiot, and United have tracked tracked him since Louis van Gaal was manager. His mother and agent Veronique encouraged United to bid for her son in 2014 summer transfer window in the FA. So I think United are not new in the face of the agent of Rabiot, and Rabiot has always wanted to come to Manchester United. There is a post that I read that after we beat them in Paris under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, remember that game that ended 2-1, Rabiot, who was still a player of PSG, went ahead to like the post of Patrice Evra, you get, as a way of really trying to push out a move from PSG in the for you. But obviously, I really believe he's better than what we've got, and I think getting him at United will be something better than what we have. At least it will be at least a breather in the for you. Guys, if they ask you to die today and you die tomorrow, don't you choose dying tomorrow? At least to die today, let's die tomorrow. You get, that means get in Rabiot, make him part of the team. Even he should start in the game of Brentford, and let's see what is going to happen. You get, because that's better. To me, it's better than what we are having at United. That's it. Then we've been told by Samuel Lucas that United monitored Rabiot in 2019, but their failure to qualify for the Champions League made any possible move prohibitive, and he joined Juventus on a free from PSG in the For You. So we've been chasing up with this player in the For You. To me, I really believe that he's okay. He's okay. His talent is undoubted. And with Eric Ten Hag and the way he really wants us to play, I think we'll be so much pivot in that midfield. Guys, I told you, I can't see ourselves going in the game of Liverpool after playing Brentford with Scott McTominay and Fred in that midfield. We are going to be battered. We are going to be flown or thrown left, right, and center and swinged around like a polythene. Liverpool will go through that midfield like a knife through butter. That's it. Is that what you guys really want? So, if you're bringing some still in the midfield, I think it's better. We get in Rabiot into that midfield for United, and we've been chasing him. That means an interest has been there, and constantly we've gone after him. So let's wait and see how that is going to go, because the only stumbling block is the negotiations and personal terms being agreed between Rabiot and the mother, who happens to be a very difficult person to agree on deals at the moment. So let's wait and see how this is going to unfold according to what the news is going to be said. But I know this deal is going to come to materialization as soon as possible, because United is in for it, and maybe Eric Ten Hag has given it green light. And we believe that Eric Ten Hag has given it green light because he has said no to very many deals that United brought to him. If at all they had proposed Rabiot and he said all right, then that means a green light has been given to them by Eric Ten Hag. The moment they've gone ahead to agree onto what we call a fee in principle with Juventus, it shows you that the manager has told them, please, all right, get me that player, get me that player, but on condition you are still pursuing for Frenkie De Jong, which is very much okay in there for you. Now, back to the story that really annoyed very much at Manchester United. On Arnautovic's side, the player is ready to push again to join United in case they will reach an agreement with Bologna in there for you. So it looks like Bologna is playing hardball in there for you, and they are wanting to be given much money for a player who goes by the names of Arnautovic. Guys, I'm telling you, the moment we are into what we call an abnormal situation. And when you are in an abnormal situation, you have to act abnormally. Trust me, we need a center forward, and 2 more are needed. As it stands, Eric Ten Hag is chasing in for Šeško and Marko Arnautovic. So, if I'm having Anton Martial, who is 26 years of age, and I'm having Šeško, who is 19 years of age, how come it's a crime for me to have Marko Arnautovic, who is 34 years of age? Ferguson used to do this very many times. He had Rooney as a center forward. He had by then, I think even was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still here. He had close to 3 center forwards, and every 1st of January he used to bring in Henrik Larsson, close to 2 seasons from America, and he played for some 3 months. Then he went back to America. So it's wrong for United to have 2 young strikers and have one who is old, who can act as a plaster sometimes. You get, and come on as a substitute already add up when a player is injured. I think it's not wrong. People are giving it a bad perspective. People are really believing that when you bring in Arnautovic, we are not going to sign Šeško. I really believe that. Ten Hag stressed it very well that he wants 3 center forwards. Trust me, Ronaldo is leaving, and him leaving, we can't leave without a center forward in extra. You get? So I will believe that United want to get in Arnautovic, they get in Šeško to add those 2 to Anton Martial, because Ronaldo has made it clear that he's not going to play for United. They've tried to convince him, but Ronaldo is saying, I want to go. And obviously, if you told people that if Ronaldo wants to go, let him leave Manchester United, because you can't accommodate a player who doesn't want to be here. I don't want to go into those arguments that United is better without Ronaldo, blah 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 blah. But according to the system that Ten Hag plays, yesterday it was evident. It was evident and vividly evident that if you don't have Anton Martial in that system, we are losing grip, because Anton Martial is the fast pressing outlet of United. You get? He leads the attack. And secondly, a player like Anton Martial is different from Ronaldo and anyone else, because he involves himself so much in the play. When he's not getting that ball, he'll drop deep to come in and really involve other players. You remember that first goal we scored against Aston Villa down in Perth? Did you see what he did? He dropped in the midfield. Then he got a pass that put out two Aston Villa players out. It found Bruno. Bruno played in Rashford. Rashford played in Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw crossed that ball and it found Sancho, and Sancho banged in the back of the net. That's it. So let's get in Arnautovic, let's get in Sesko, and have 3 in number. That's what I really believe. So guys, thank you for watching in. Tell me what you think about United agreeing a fee for a Frenkie De Jong alternative in the names of Rabiot, but that does not mean that we are not going to sign Frenkie De Jong. We are still into the pursuit of Frenkie De Jong, and obviously we are really trying to get him in, because he's the #1 signing of the manager, who goes by the names of Erik Ten Hag. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So after all that, remember, we are here chasing for the 10,000 subscriber mark this month. We are less by 4,000, 5,000, but I know we can make it before this month comes to an end. Guys, smash that red button in the lower right bottom corner, and after smashing it, hit the notification bell. Your reactions are welcome to a story of Rabiot, De Jong, and Arnautovic. I'm out.